Hello, welcome back to your security training. My name is Tony Pribble and I'm your security manager here at Charlotte County. One of my duties here as a security manager is to educate you on the unfortunate but necessary skills to respond to on-campus emergencies should it affect your workplace. Workplace violence and mass casualty incidents are on the rise in our country. We here at Charlotte County want to make sure you know how to respond. We want to make sure you strive to make this the safest workplace in Florida. This video is intended to educate you and make sure you are prepared for whatever may happen, that you know what to do in case of an emergency, and you feel safe coming to work each day. In this video, we'll discuss the see something, say something methodology, as well as run, hide, fight method of on-campus emergencies. See something, say something isn't just a slogan. It is what we need to do. Always keep your eyes open for things that do not look or feel right. Whether you are at your workplace or out in your daily lives, try to recognize suspicious activities. If something looks out of place in your workplace, report that suspicious incident or package in your area to your supervisor or law enforcement. Do not try and touch anything that does not belong in your area. Whether there's a backpack that was left behind the gym, an unexpected box outside your door, or a person in the area that you do not feel should be in the area. If you see suspicious activity, report it to law enforcement and describe specifically what you observed, including the 5 W's. Who you saw, what you saw, when you saw it, where it occurred, and why it is suspicious. Now, let's talk about if there's an active emergency or active assailant on your property. In the 30 years I have been in law enforcement and in the security field, I have always taught the run, hide, fight method of staying safe. First, run. People often freeze when confronted with unexpected danger. However, this makes the person an easy target. If there's an accessible escape path, attempt to evacuate the premises. Have an escape route and plan in mind. This is easy. Just follow the fire escape plans that are posted throughout the county and your buildings. There is always a primary and secondary route you can take to evacuate the area. Second, evacuate the area regardless whether others agree to follow you. Create distance between you and the shooter or assailant. Leave your belongings behind and just get out. Run, walk, or crawl, whatever is necessary to get to the safest place. Move as quickly and quietly as possible. And if you can, help others escape if possible. Prevent individuals from entering an area where there may be a shooter or assailant. Keep your hands visible and follow the instructions of any police officer. Do not attempt to move wounded people as much as you want to. And also, call 911 when you're safe. Hide. If evacuation is not possible, find a place to hide where the shooter or assailant is less likely to find you. The ideal hiding spot will be out of the shooter's view and provide some protection from gunfire that will not trap or prevent you from being able to escape should you decide to run. Hiding also gives time for law enforcement to arrive. First, enter a room and immediately lock the door. Do not trap or restrict your options for movement. Make sure you cannot be seen, block the entrance, and lock the door. Always blockade the door with heavy objects such as furniture or bookshelves. Anything you can find in the office, closet, or lunchroom, wherever you are. Find something heavy and blockade the door. Shove a simple doorstop, a rug, or other object beneath the door. Cover the windows with blinds, curtains, or any other coverings. Turn off any source of noise, such as radio, television, and cell phone. Hide behind large items. This will help stop a bullet if the assailant does try to shoot into the locked room. Most importantly, remain quiet and calm. And again, when safe to do so, dial 911 if possible to alert law enforcement of the shooter's or assailant's location. Continue to reassess the situation always, considering running, hiding, and/or fighting. Whatever you do, do not come out of your hiding area if a fire alarm goes off. This is more than likely a ruse to get you out of your hiding. Unless there is a fire in an immediate area and staying will endanger your life. If things get very out of control and you have nowhere to go and cannot hide, then your only option is to fight your way out of the situation. Let me stress, this is a very last resort. Only if your life is in immediate danger. Act with all your might and with all you've got. Be committed to your actions. Act aggressively as possible. Some suggestions for improvised weapons are mugs, chairs, and one of my personal favorites, the fire extinguisher. Natural weapons, fingers, elbows, your feet. Always target sensitive areas of the body. Your eyes, throat, and groin are the most sensitive areas of any person's body. Yell with all your might. If you are able to take their weapons away and place them in a safe location, do so, such as place the gun or knife in a trash can or another room that you can lock or shut. Whatever you do, do not carry the weapon out of the building or try and hand it to a law enforcement officer. This is for your safety. A law enforcement officer coming to this building is getting very limited information radioed to them. If they see you with a weapon, they could legitimately perceive you as the threat, and you could be unlawfully detained or worse. You could be killed. When law enforcement arrives, and believe me, they are coming from all over the area, follow these simple steps. First, remain calm and follow the officer's instructions. Second, put down any items in your hands, such as your bags, jacket, cell phones, anything you have in your hands. Immediately raise your hands and spread your fingers, keeping your hands visible at all times. Always avoid making quick movements towards the officers, such as holding onto them for safety. Avoid pointing, screaming, and/or yelling. Do not stop and ask officers to help or directions when evacuating. Just proceed in the direction from which the officers are entering the premises. Do not look like a threat. That's the most important. If questioned by 911 or law enforcement, they're going to want to know these critical things. First, how many shooters were seen? Second, what was the shooter armed with? Third, how was the shooter dressed? And lastly, where was the shooter last seen? I know these are things that we don't want to talk about, but in today's society, we have to bring these things to light and prepare our staff to be safe and have a great working environment. Thank you for taking the time today to listen to me, and I hope you got something out of this video to take back to your department and your career. Again, welcome to Charlotte County. If you ever have any security concerns, do not hesitate to call our security team at extension 4925 or 4923 from any county landline phone. And always remember, if it is an emergency, please call 911. Thank you, and good luck in your new career here at Charlotte County.